What's going on, guys? My name is Kryptonite. Welcome back to another episode. In today's episode, I'm going to be switching it up a bit. Usually I do Minecraft Let's Plays, but today I'm going to tell you a story time, and that story time is how my friend burnt down the science classroom in high school. Honestly, just a crazy story, man, and I just have to share it with you guys today. So for some context for the story, this involves three of my other friends. Well, me and two other of my friends included. So the total of us was three, and this was around in the second month of school, so it's still pretty early on in the school year. But something you need to know about my school is it's an international school. Yes, guys, yours truly, Kryptonite, went to an international school. Call me spoiled, call me rich, call me all these things. But yeah, I went to an international school. And the reason why I say that, it's important for the story, is because this year we got a new teacher who was from a local school. And in my country, local school teachers and international school teachers teach completely different. And honestly, this local school teacher was horrible. She could not teach. And what I mean by that is she'll literally pull up some slides about like random science knowledge, like solids, liquid, and gases, and then read the slides word for word. So we'll just spend like 45 minutes to an hour 30 minutes just copying from the slideshow. So naturally, me and my friends used to get really bored in science class, and we'll try to do anything to pass our time. Like we will mess around with each other on the tables, and the teacher will always see us and catch us and like put us aside in like different corners of the room. But some days in science class we have these things called practicals, which is basically just like an experiment you do. It's just really simple stuff, just I don't know, just to get the students up and going. But we loved practicals because we could mess around so much more. You basically just pick your groups, and coincidentally we always picked each other, even though the teacher said don't pick your friends. But we would mess around so much in practicals. I remember one time there's this practical about osmosis, and it involved a potato for some reason. I don't even remember the experiment, but what I do remember is that instead of doing the experiment, we just cut the potatoes up into slices, cooked it over the Bunsen burner, and ate it without the teacher knowing, which was like really funny. And we just ended up copying off the smart girls in our class. So like when the teacher came, she just saw like, oh, we have a bunch of notes and stuff, but honestly we didn't do anything. So you can understand why we loved practicals so much. We would just mess around and do no work. But with this practical specifically today, my friend just went too far. Like he flew too close to the sun, and we got caught and we got in a lot of trouble. So the story goes, we basically just sat down in class as per usual, and the teacher walked in and said we're doing a practical. And that's when all three of us looked at each other and we realized, yeah, we're not gonna do any work today. We're just gonna be messing around and have a bunch of fun. So we got up and got into our groups, and we basically went to the back of the classroom where, you know, we're the furthest away from the teacher, because we usually go to the back so we can mess around and do nothing. So it was just me and my two other friends in the group, and we had a table and a Bunsen burner and some test tubes and stuff. Like I said, I don't remember any of this. The only thing I remember is my friend burning down the whole classroom. So yeah, we're at the back of the classroom, and we have like this test tube and a Bunsen burner, and everything's just there. So we start off by lighting up the Bunsen burner. Like that's pretty normal, right? But then my friend, I don't know what is wrong with him. Like he has to have some arsenic blood in him. Like he just takes a piece of paper from his booklet that he's meant to be writing in. He takes a small piece, puts it over the Bunsen burner, and just watches it burn. Like this man just took a piece of paper and just watched it burn for no reason. And I'm watching it. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And he's just laughing. Like he does not care. He's just laughing. And my other friend, I'm just looking at him thinking he's gonna say something. He's laughing as well. They're both laughing. They're both laughing. And this man is burning a piece of paper, right? So I was like, okay, this guy, okay, it's like whatever. It's just a small piece. It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna go get gloves, because I remember this experiment needed gloves. I think we were working with like some acidic materials. So I was gonna get gloves for the whole group, and so I went to the other side of the classroom to get some gloves. And for you guys just to understand like everything and like visualize it, we were at the bottom. Like, so for you guys just to understand and visualize it, we were in the back right of the classroom where the Bunsen burners and like my friends were, and the gloves were on the bottom left of the class, or like the back left of the class. So I went there to get 3 pairs of gloves because we needed them. And as I'm getting the gloves, I come back and I'm holding 3 pairs of gloves. And do you know what I see, guys? This man, the same one that took a small piece of the booklet and burnt the paper, he took the whole booklet and put it on top of the Bunsen burner. Like he literally consciously took the book and put it on top of the Bunsen burner. And you know, for people who like burnt stuff before, like firefighters or something, I don't know, like it didn't catch on fire instantly. Like the book didn't like get engulfed in flames instantly, right? It like the center just charred a bit, like it became black and started peeling off, and then like, you know, you got like it started to like harden up and become hotter. But this man, he like, I was like, I literally just shouted his name. I was like, dude, what are you doing? And then like no one else heard, but like he did, like, because I was like speaking directly to him. I was like speaking to him, and he looked away. He's like, he just started laughing. This guy just started laughing. He had to be extremely bored that day, or like he had to like wanted to like skip school because this man was trying to burn the book. He wasn't even like doing it for like the shits and giggles anymore. He was trying to do it. And basically, he's looking at me now, and like his attention's on me, and I'm like, I am shell shocked. Like I'm just looking at this man burning a book, right? He is shell shocked. I am no, he's not shell shocked. I'm shell shocked. Okay, I don't know what is going on. Okay, and basically his attention's on me, and since he's distracted, he doesn't realize that he's still holding it above the Bunsen burner, and the book catches on fire. Like it finally stopped charring, and the edges started burning. Like the edges of the book started burning, and the edge he was holding it on started burning. So he dropped the book because it was like, ow, it hurts, duh. And now the book is on the floor and it's on fire. Like now there's like now the nerdy kids like next to us, they start to realize what's going on. They're like, oh, the book's on fire, and like all of us, we're just panicking. We don't know what to do, right? So we just stomp out the book. It wasn't like that badly inflamed. It was only like one corner or like two corners. So like my friend, he just stomps out the book, but like there is smoke. There is smoke, and like there's like charred like remains left. Like the book broke, and like this charred remains on his shoe everywhere he stepped. There's like black footprints everywhere. And like the teacher came over and he was like, cause like the whole class smelled of smoke. It was like bad, right? And the teacher came and she was like, "What did you guys do?" And then I was just there holding 3 gloves of Paris. I just walked away, right? And you know what happens next? Something else you need to know about the school. We have really sensitive fire alarms, especially in the science classroom. So the teacher comes over and it's like, "What did you guys do?" And the next second later, we just hear the fire alarm just go off, and we are all like, all 3 of us know like we messed up badly, man. Cause like this is just crazy. Usually a school has like fire alarm drills where it's like, okay guys, single file line, just like whatever, and like teachers know in advance, like even it's like a day in advance or something. But this just went off, so like people thought it was real. I mean, it was real, but like it wasn't that bad. So like people thought it was real, and like basically we all had to go down to like the school like field and like sit down for like a few hours. I don't know if it's a few hours, like a few minutes, like to like realize what happened. It was like nothing much, and it was just crazy, man. So yeah, we were sitting on the field, and basically like they find out like what happened. Like I'm guessing the teacher told us like, yeah guys, it was our class, and it was this happened. Some kid burnt a book, and yeah, they basically found out it was us. And they let us go. Like they didn't do anything for that day. The whole day went on as usual, and all of us were like super paranoid, and like we were like, okay, dude, we're gonna get called to the principal. It's like we're gonna be in so much trouble. Like I don't know what's gonna do. Like I don't know how I'm gonna tell my. We're all panicking, right? We're all panicking. Like we don't know what to do. But the school day just goes on as normal. Like nothing happens. Like we're not called into the office. Like everything is fine. And the next day comes around, and I'm not in school because I fell sick. I probably inhaled too much smoke, and I fell sick basically. So I wasn't in school, right? So I was just in bed chilling, and I checked my email around like 12 o'clock, and it's an email from the head of grade. And for you guys who don't know what a head of grade is, it's like the lower level. It's like a sub principal, like vice principal. It's a vice principal basically. And he's like, he sends like those Google invites. It's like, oh, he wants to have a meeting with you, yes or no, accept or decline. And I picked decline because I'm sick. I literally can't come even if I want to. I'm literally dying of a fever, right? And so I clicked no. He emails me back 5 minutes later. He's like, "That's fairly immature of you. Would you like me to tell your parents instead?" And I'm like, wait. Okay, I probably should have told him, because I thought like, oh, he could check my attendance. He'll know I'm not here, and like he'll be fine with it. But like, I had to email her like, no, sorry, sir. I'm not in school today. Like maybe next time, blah blah blah. So yeah. So he's like, okay, and then he becomes more chill. He's like, oh, okay, I didn't know, all good, get well soon. So he's very chill. I was like, oh, he seems very nice. I don't think he's mad at me, right? End of day comes, and I'm messaging my friends who are in school, the 2 ones who are in the group, and they said, yeah, we both got internally suspended. And I'm like, what? So I'm panicking now because the 2 friends who did it, or like, it was only one, but like the other one got in trouble as well, and he got the same punishment. So I'm panicking now. I'm like, okay. Oh, wait, what do I do? I'm gonna get internally suspended, like even though I didn't do anything. And now I think it happened on a Monday. So Tuesday I was absent, and then Wednesday rolls around, right? And so I come back to school, and like we have a meeting. It was during lunchtime, and I have a meeting with the vice principal, and he's basically talking to me like, "Hey, Rick Kryptonite, like we know what happened. Like, can you please tell us in your own words what happened?" And I basically told him, "Yeah, I went to get gloves, and I come back, and this guy's burning the book. Like I had no involvement in this. I had no involvement, like zero involvement in this. I did not tell him to do it. I did not like advocate for him to do it. Like I didn't do anything. Like I'm just innocent here, and I was like, I'm guilty by association because the only thing I did wrong was be in his group. Which hindsight 2024, like I probably shouldn't have been if I knew he was gonna burn the book. But I didn't know. I did not know. Like I knew we did stupid things like cook potatoes in science class, but I didn't know that mean he's gonna burn a book and cause the fire alarm to go off. Like he was crazy that for doing that. So I explained to him, yeah, Mr. Vice Principal, like, I didn't know he was gonna do that. Like, I'm really sorry that happened, but like, I don't think it's my fault. I don't think I should be in trouble like the others two. And the Vice Principal just asked me this one simple question, which I really should have answered in a different way, but this is the question. He just asked me, Kryptonite, would you stop him if you knew he was gonna do it? And I was like, no, I'm not his dad. I'm not his father. Like, who do you think I am? Like, I can't control what he does. Like, I don't care what he does. Will I stop him? Like, no, I don't care. And I probably should have just lied, said something like, "Oh, I can't comment on a situation that's not before me," or some nerd stuff like that. But I just said no, right? And he basically said that, "Oh, Kryptonite, because of that answer, yeah, we have to give you an internal suspension as well because you just admitted like you wouldn't do anything." And I'm like, "Dude, what? What do you mean? What do you mean?" And I'm like, "Okay," and then like we basically went back and forth. And I was like, "No, I didn't do it. Why should I get in trouble?" And he basically said that, "Oh, because the way you answered, we have to presume that you would have not done anything if you knew what was going on." And we basically talked for a while. And basically what happened was we talked and we then said, "Okay, Kryptonite, you know what? Instead of, being internally suspended for a day or two, we just have to apologize to your teacher with a handwritten apology and all will be well." So, I was like, after going from a internal suspension to a handwritten apology letter, which like, I really didn't care because I didn't do anything. Like, I took that deal anyway. So like, I was fine, but my two friends were rotting in the principal's office the whole day. So that was really funny. And that basically is the story of how my friend burnt down the science classroom. If you guys want to hear more stories from my high school experience, like, please just leave a comment down below and like the video so I really know what you guys want, because I have so many more stories, especially with these two friends. Like, these two friends will always get in trouble, so I have like a bunch of stories with them. So if you want to hear more, just leave a like down below and comment. But I think that's about it. See ya.